Hey guys, so a lot of the girls in Unity wanted to learn how to do this move. We're not really sure what it's called, but we could only find one tutorial of it, and a lot of people seem to not be able to be getting it from the tutorial. So if anyone knows the name of this move, let me know and I'll make it the title of this video. But the move goes like this. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it because I did figure it out from the tutorial that I was watching. So from my understanding, you can do it in either direction, but I'm going to do it in this direction first. So this is my left, but I guess it would be opposite direction for you watching maybe. So I'm going to put my left arm onto the hoop and then my right arm over it. For starters though, I would say practice doing this. Put your right arm on it and then practice pushing it out and trying to push your arm up. Because I think this is a really awkward movement to understand at first. So I think if you can go from here with your arm and kind of like push it up, it kind of pulls it, like takes away from the awkwardness when you start to try to do this. Once you get that, then add your right arm on and have like a tight grip. Whereas like, I don't know if you can see, I have like my finger here and it's kind of loosely gripped, but my arm's gonna push. Add your hand on here, but I have like a tighter grip. So then when I'm doing this, my forearm can push. But as my forearm's pushing, I'm going to have my right hand kind of pull. So that's going to keep the hoop flat like this. So you're going to start down here like this. I think that it was easier when I started to kind of almost over-exaggerate. So I really crossed my arms like a lot to make it easier. But then you're going to push. I'm pushing with my left forearm and pulling with my right arm at the same time until you get to here. Once you're here, your right hand can't really do anything else because it's kind of just like stuck. I don't know if you can see, like my left arm's making like an L almost, like with my head. And my hand is still tight gripped right here behind. So we're like this. Once you get here though, your right hand's going to stay in the same spot, but that finger that's pointing, go like this, and you want to point to the ceiling. So once you're pointing at the ceiling, now this arm really can't go much further. You're going to take your other arm and almost act like you're doing like an outside isolation. So if you can see where my hand is right now, you're going to kind of like pull it up. Like almost like a barrel roll, how you would like go around. If that makes sense. So you go from here up to here, and at this point my head's like kind of in like a box from my arm, but you're gonna pull your arm up, isolating it while holding on now with this hand. So you're gonna get to like here, and it's gonna kind of get awkward. So you're coming down, and as you come down, you're gonna get to like here, where your arms are gonna be kind of weird, but you're gonna just keep pushing with your right hand, and it kind of like, I don't know how to, I'm bad at explaining this, but okay. So if you're like this, push up and around, and when you get to here, you're gonna kind of have that, the L that you had on the other side. So you kind of are just switching the spots of your hands. So then when you have this L, now my right hand is the straight arm instead of my left arm. You can see what's happening there. So now my right arm is the straight arm, and I'm going to push my right arm down how we pushed when we were over here, and we pushed our left arm up. So it's kind of a sequence of the same moves. So we pushed straight up here. Now we almost like isolate to switch arms here, then push straight down, and it should put you in the same spot then. And you can keep doing it over and over again then, and it will stay flowing. I mean, I think another thing that helps me kind of is you can kind of start with like a little bit more of like inside grips as opposed to like having your hands like this. When I first figured it out, I was kind of like this. It helped me to not have to do as much of a grip change when I was figuring it out. So I was kind of like this, but with my hands on the inside instead of on the outside. I think it looks cleaner when they're on the outside once you know how to do it. But from the inside, if you do it, it like already has your hands in like the grip that you need for the top part where it's confusing. So I think the most difficult part for me was trying to figure out how to get behind my head. So when I was pushing it up, I think that it made the most sense to kind of think of it as like a clock. So I'm pushing it up and I'm pointing to like 12 o'clock but behind my head. So I'm going from like here, 12 o'clock, and my other arm is coming up and like almost like my forearm's like brushing my hair. I'm pushing it back and making like a box around my head. And then as you like switch, if you were to stay like now, I have the box with the other arm. But then I end up straight here and switching down. So hopefully this helps you guys figure some stuff out. Guys, let me know if you have any questions. Have a good one.